America great again.
What kind of a country do we want to have?
The truth of my life disproves their lie.
I think climate change is real.
We need to be able to have that policy debate.
The border and immigration will be leading topics during the first debate of the GOP primary season.
What's happening on our border is unthinkable. We had the safest border in the history of our country, and now we have the most unsafe border, I think, anywhere in the world. There's never been anything like it.
Over Donald Trump's 4 years in office, he took 472 executive actions on immigration. During Trump's tenure, the number of drug-induced deaths was at a 30-year low.
When I'm back in the White House, following the Eisenhower model, we will use all necessary state, local, federal, and military resources to carry out the largest domestic deportation operation in American history, and we have no choice.
Trump promises to shut down Biden's border crisis by restoring Remain in Mexico asylum protocols and ending catch and release. He has vowed to take the war against fentanyl to Mexican cartels. He vowed to take down drug cartels just as he took down ISIS by imposing a total naval embargo on cartels.
You have to take the fight to the cartels, otherwise we're going to continue to see Americans dying.
Governor Ron DeSantis is trying to portray himself as tougher than Trump on immigration, using some of Trump's missed opportunities as reason he cannot be trusted to get the job done in his second term.
He said Mexico was going to pay for the border wall. Do you see the border secured?
Since 2021, DeSantis has sent state police and military twice to the Texas border, where they help federal authorities apprehend people. He plans to finish the wall and label Mexican cartels terrorists. Although Democrats blasted him for flying a plane of immigrants from the Texas border to Martha's Vineyard last year, Republicans at his Iowa event cheered at the mention of it.
They said they were a sanctuary city. They claimed that nobody was illegal and all are welcome, but you know what they did? They deported them the next day.
The devastation that we are experiencing as Americans is preventable.
Finishing the border wall and stopping the fentanyl crisis are major points in Senator Tim Scott's campaign.
Hire me. I will be the president that finishes the wall and takes seriously the opportunity to save tens of thousands of Americans from the drug of fentanyl.
He would also designate Mexican drug cartels as terrorists, deploy more military to the border, and force cities and states to work with federal officers making arrests of criminal illegal immigrants in communities. The border is the new Iowa, as Nikki Haley was the first presidential candidate among many to make the trip during her campaign, where she outlined her plan to fix the border and immigration.
You'd put 25,000 at least Border Patrol agents and ICE agents on the ground. You make sure you stop giving taxpayer dollars to any illegal immigrants. You would defund sanctuary cities, and you would make sure that we go back to Remain in Mexico, keep Title 42, and instead of catch and release, you go to catch and deport.
But she also said she wants to expand pathways for legal immigration by remaking the visa process.
Use our military to secure our own southern border.
Vivek Ramaswamy said as president he would cut funding to Ukraine and allocate those funds to the military to secure our own southern border.
Now armed cartel gunmen or Chinese-made fentanyl coming across the southern border with Mexican drug cartels. Yes, we will use and are legally and morally and ethically justified in using our own military to secure our own border.